Guess that's why they call it the blue time of my hand.
Yeah, you can just feel the buzz in this city all day long, and we are seconds away now for this opening faceoff. The Capitals take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Moves it quickly over to Wilson, and kept that one out of the net.
Hey, James, going to wind that back up.
Here's a chance, a 2-on-0. Big-time save, advantage goalie on this one.
Sometimes the goalie takes the advantage by keeping really still. Don't make the first move. He did it perfectly. He took a pretty good jolt there, James, and I think we should take another look. He seems a little shaken up. Wilson's not going to be able to stay in the game here. He's gone over the bench and into the tunnel where he's limping his way back to the locker room.
Let's see if we can try to get an update as soon as possible from the medical staff. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Came up with a nice save. There's another great save.
Great positioning. Once he makes that first save, he's got to be in position to make the second. Well done.
And puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go.
You kick yourself in the tail after you miss a chance like this. Has to be on the net.
And he slides it quickly to Ovechkin. Gets the puck in deep. Arizona's gained possession along the boards. The Capitals ready to go on the attack. And he was ready for that save. Moves the puck to Krause. And now it's grabbed by Keller. The Coyotes carried along the wall. Arizona's got possession here in the neutral zone. Sends it in front. Great defensive play to pick off the pass. And we're going to get a face-off after the offside. More than half the period left to play. The game is still scoreless. Arizona's won the draw, and they take possession here in the open ice. And a huge stop by the goaltender at point-blank range. Denies him.
Sharp reaction save.
Under siege, and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle.
Wilson's injury has kept him out of the game. I just got word, James, he's not coming back this evening.
Thanks for that, Ray. Let's see how the coach rolls with that now. Off the post and in the net. They score!
He beat him with the quick release there, James. That thing hits the post, sure, but it's his release that gets that puck away too quickly for the goalie. The defensive team can't get control of the puck off this faceoff. It ends up into the shooter's hands, and he beats the goaltender.
The Coyotes take the early 1-0 lead here with lots of time to go here in this opening frame.
Yeah, but you get to play from in front, James, a place any team wants to be.
Cuts into the paint! Big-time save by Kemper!
Oh, you're not going to get a better chance than that, but the goalkeeper does a great job.
Kemper's going to bounce on it, and he'll take the whistle.
He's usually a pretty conservative goaltender anyway, and so the opportunity to kill the play, he's going to take it.
More than half the period has expired. The Coyotes lead it 1-0. Play is back underway here. Here's a blast. Makes it look easy with the stop. The Coyotes get a hold of the puck along the boards.
Whoa!
He scores!
They didn't sit back after getting that first one. They pile a back-to-back goal on here. You want to use the player in front of the net as a screen if you can. This time it's just about perfect. I don't think the goaltender ever picks it up.
Officials ready to drop the puck and get things back underway. Poked away at center by Ritchie. Couldn't catch up to that pass. Carlson's lugging the puck. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Washington, D.C., the home of the Capitals, and they are ready to roll tonight here for EA Sports. Along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cebulski, ready to bring you all the action. Well, we've been waiting for this one all day long, and here we go. The Capitals start with possession as we are now underway. Here's a short pass to Carlson. Oh, wow, what a pass saved by Samsonov. Samsonov's on top of the puck, and that'll stop the play.
Pretty conservative play here, James, as he covers it up to kill the play.
Lots of time left in this period. Still looking for our first goal. And he comes up with the save. Grabs the puck in the corner. It's in! It goes off the post and into the net!
I've always thought they should be able to fix the goalpost so every puck that hits the post somehow ends up in the net.
Spoken like a true goal scorer.
How the heck with the goalies? They got enough equipment on. Seemed like everybody stopped for a little bit there, James. When it hit the pipe, they weren't sure. But it's in the net so quickly off the post.
I normally don't want to mute and unmute too much, and I don't really speak, but right now we're going to reveal the updated Capital One Arena in 2023. So, what they've done is they've put in some like official Capitals attachments. They've got permission. They put the graphics right here. Let's see. I should be free roamable in this whole place. So yeah, if we go over here, the architecture is really improved. So you have kind of this all around Main floor bowl. Acela Club on level 2, which of course should be more table-y, but this is full on Capital One. And the Jumbotron, which has been old for many years. Oh, I haven't voice revealed. This is not a new reveal for me. On the other account that I've been locked out of for a while, and I just got back in last week, I've voiced a bunch of stuff for Grand Theft Auto 5, so this is not new. Leo K2, that's my account for when I do law enforcement on Grand Theft Auto 5. So Law Enforcement Officer K2, so that's my law enforcement, and this is where I occasionally just do weather, sports, if I want to do anything else. But this is the banner, pretty much a very easy thing. But in the meantime, let me just play this.
The Leafs win the draw here in the neutral zone. Oh, and that's poked away in the offensive zone by Riley. The Leafs gain possession along the wall. Handles the pass. Moves into the offensive zone. Great stop by Kemper.
Strong fundamental save there. You make the save, you get it to the corner. That's puck control.
And he turned that aside as we continue play here. Save made by the goalie.
Yeah, it's a sharp save, James. Right in the middle of the ice, he makes the stop and pushes it away. The refs weren't going to let that nonsense carry on much farther. There's a pair of coincidental minors for the two players.
Sometimes this game does let it started to go into these syncing loops where you have to, you know, basically sometimes restart the game or wait like 20 minutes. But basically so far, we were gonna try to redo, like I said, the Savannah series that I started, but I found out that Women's World Championship is restricted. We are not licensed to use these Women's Junior or Women's World outside of their own respective department. So I can't go in here and just willy-nilly all over the place just say, hey, let's just do this. So you can go through all-time custom, that's Atlanta Thrashers, all-time Alumni Association, Spengler Cup, Prospect Teams, WHL, here in WHL, one of the newest franchises, which should be in here, is the Wranglers, which I should do a gameplay with this team, because the Wranglers are someone that are so new. The Wranglers are so new. I'm easily just obsessed. We gotta do a video of this guy, the Wranglers. Yeah, they need to change that too, and we need to get the goal horns updated too. I believe Nasher in his video introduced us to somebody, said somebody's name that was of someone related in the department that kind of, you know, works on all the game presentation, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So but I know that he basically introduced us to someone. So we need to get that changed. In the meantime, Wranglers, we can look at this game. The Calgary Wranglers, we can see exactly how this franchise is. Everything is on the default Arizona. The Coyotes haven't gotten mullet yet. They need to fix that.
Ray, kind of amazed from the time we left the hotel how many NHL executives I've seen in town for this one tonight.
Every once in a while, they all congregate in one spot. Maybe their schedules work or the way that they want to come and see players. But there's lots of people here, and the players know it.
The Islanders start with possession as we are now underway. And just like that, comes up with the puck. Great little flick of the stick. Makes a move in front. Turned aside with the glove by Scarrett.
So, speaking of one additional thing, the Calgary, like I was saying, the Edmonton IIHF series, which is the juniors each year, it's been in the same place since they did the whole upgrade in 2020. But instead, no, they didn't put it in Edmonton. They put it in EA Sports Arena in Burnaby, Alberta, in Burnaby, Canada. So they don't. So some things they need to do more accuracy.
Tries to the crease. Glove save made by Scarrett.
And of course, they do get the goal. They do put a goal horn in for several occasions. The only ones they've targeted outside the NHL are for accurate arenas and things are
Phillips
the
wins
Moose,
it. They'll go to work now on the attack.
The Moose
and that somehow stayed out of the net.
The Moose, the Oil Kings, and the Wranglers and the Hitmen. They're the only ones that are in the actual arenas because they already used them for NHL.
Directed over to Luther. They're gonna go.
So that's not the case. So of course, that's how that's done. But never, there was no other NHL arena, but in which because that Manitoba,
and
the Moose they can already use kind of the Life Center, and the Oil Kings they can already use Rogers Place. And the Wranglers and the Hitmen, they can already use.
You got guys running together at high speed. Eventually, somebody's going to get frustrated. I'd say both of them got frustrated at the same time there, and down the glove goal.
Well, it looks like the officials have got all the debris off the ice, and we're back to getting some hockey going
again. They updated the Jumbotron like 3 years later, whereas SAP, they had the old Jumbotron in, the Sharks, and then they updated, and they got that fixed within a month, which is why they just... Unless it's had another Ted Leonsis problem that he finally just let go. Because I think that's just another Ted Leonsis issue we have.
And that doesn't reach the
because he
net.
honed the jumbotron for
Rips
like
it.
3 years.
Stoppage in play
I'm not
as the
know why
puck
he
goes
did
up
that.
and
That's
over.
not,
We'll get a face-off.
that's just a general. 2K Sports got a lot more
Plenty of playing time left in this
attention
frame.
to these
We're
things.
still scoreless. Artros gained possession, and his great work inside the face-off circle pays off
They
again.
took care of Calgary about a year ago.
Shot! Oh, what a slick stop by Wolf.
Well, you know what else? Well, EA
Moves the
Sports,
puck.
the Gladiators, they also only
They
put.
gain the
It's
offensive
also
zone from the
still
middle.
the old Gwinnett
From
look.
point blank.
The old, they
Big
have.
save
It's
in
also
front.
they still have.
Really good
They
positioning
have
as he
the
makes the
old.
stop
They
from
have
in tight.
just the old head logo.
Picked up
They
on
don't
the
even
boards by
have
Jones.
the new
Here we go.
Gladiators
star player gets
logo
hit
in it.
like that,
And
somebody's
they
better
also
step up
still
for
have
him.
an
And he
Infinite
challenges
Energy
him, and
Arena.
now
They
they're
didn't even
gonna go.
upgrade it to Gas South yet. It's not even Infinite. It's
And
not
down
even
he
Gas
goes.
South. Like, hold on. Let me pull up. Like, here's what's funny. They use these default arenas all the time. But hold on. When I did Thrasher's Night, and I was kind of doing just like a little, and I was doing like a little thing for that. Let's pull up the arena design. And, I'm gonna pull up the arena design that I did. So, let's see. So more. I need to turn the menu music volume off, but my mic's at max volume here, so it's just the NHL 23. They did a whole upgrade to the physics. I'll do a Gladiators game in here in a minute, and you can see exactly. It's gonna sound very loud because they basically did this whole surround sound production updates on a lot of upgrades, which I can show you in custom. So if we go into offline, let's see. So if we go into creation zone in the team, I did this for last night just to show off the just because I was thinking of some Thrasher's Night content. They don't even put the Thrasher, and so basically in logos and branding. So see, this is all much closer. It's not quite the same, but this can be so much. They have so many things that can be much closer to the design of Gas South. Almost something kind of close to it in their custom development setting. But you know what? They don't use these. They still just use the default. We could have people taking their time to recognize which of these pro stadiums do look right, because this is so much closer to what Gas South Arena should look like. But no, but you know what? They don't use that. And in terms of logos and ECHL, well, this is all that when I go up here, this is all they provided. This is not even. This is old. I don't know how many years ago this is. I don't know how many years old this. You know how old this is? Because this is like. I mean, this is. Are you gonna buy it next? Are you gonna buy the college football 23? I heard when EA releases that, just off topic for a second, because they finally made an announcement deal where they would do where they would give players a very small amount, kind of the original income deal, but they were gonna add a free copy every year for life, for their entire career. So each and every single year. So that's a game I'm thinking I'm going to get in the summer. But the only harsh part, that's going to be one of the first times EA starts their discontinuing. And that's going to be a hint, and that's going to actually be something that might be a lead up to next year, because that's their first release game where they're taking away PS4 compatibility. So it's telling me we might be losing PS4 for a lot of EA Sports starting next year. That's not true. I don't know, because the new Xboxes don't have USB ports, because the way you do custom sounds, as in I can do in the show, which I can do because I have a long set. Because I can do that in the show. The show 22 here is I can easily just update. It's how NHL 15 was too. You just plug in and you pull your audio off by a thumb drive. Let's see. Well, Xbox Series X's, they do have USB ports. I don't know what you're saying, because the way you do all of these is you used to always do it it used to always be done via by a music folder inside of a thumb drive. So like just one of those traditional SanDisks. So that's how you were supposed to do it. I don't know what you're thinking about how you're supposed to do a disc. Because whoever told you that is dead wrong. Because custom sounds were false. You can add custom horn sounds up through the NHL 16, but only on PlayStation 3. They stopped custom sounds in as of NHL 15 when 4 consoles came out. But Legacy Edition, which was the last NHL game on PlayStation 3, on 4s was the 16, was the last one with that infrastructure. You can still add custom sounds to MLB. And EA Sports could do the same thing if they don't want copyright violations. MLB does this too. And that is, in the way they do it is, if you're trying to stream content via the built streaming services, then of course MLB has it where the custom sounds will be silent. They will prohibit you from being able to hear it. But when it comes to the EA, they don't care. But that's something they can do. I mean, of course, the PS4 doesn't know you're streaming if you're doing it through OBS, but it also will mute if you're running through that. So the differences in presentation now are, so they don't have it for goals yet, but for presentation, the intro has the props as usual, but now we can add lighting effects. So we can add crowd glow sticks and set the custom colors. And what else is a problem? Is that they didn't release custom team making until this year. Until I think it was either 16 or 17. But here's this. So this is On Ice Projections is the newest for this year. They have things from interdimensional to boomboxes to 8-bits. And these will show up about 75% of the time. Ice Storms, GeoWarps, NHL 94 boot up. Waves, Game Time, there's just so many of them. And then the choice for a national anthem. They basically had some licensed they have instrumentals of Canada, Czech Republic, Denmark, Slovakia, Latvia, Germany, Finland, Switzerland, and USA. But of course, this is just instrumental. 2K Sports, however, 2K NBA, they actually had a singer. They actually had a singer. They had someone voiceover, and then they put in this woman. Yeah, they probably would get canceled. But anyways, Gas South, I don't know why. The reason that that's not in the game yet is that they have to have a lot of these arenas are especially architecture in some cases, and for all arenas the logo, the arena's name is and sponsor is a trademark. See? Like, capitals, yeah, so, like, there's so many things, like, you have to have a lot special licenses for arenas like that, so there's just an Infinite Energy right now was the one that accepted it, and was fine with that, so they were fine with that. Of course, Climate Pledge, and something by Amazon, and was something Seattle was known for, so they have that, and there's a lot of certain things that, yes, they can use. So, anytime they want to get a thing, like, before they can name this to Gas South, they have no choice. They have no choice but to just go forward with, they have to do it all like that. So, and there's even some teams that play in other arenas, like, see, like, if I go to the Western Hockey League, the Medicine Hat Tigers. Oh, seriously? That is so funny. We have to figure out what the other one is. So, yes, and that's why they're probably trying to preserve it. And you should be good for that, because it could be just like the Rockford incident. If anything happens to that, you will not get that same sound again. I mean, I believe what Rockford did now is they pulled out, is when that horn broke, they got a new one, and I believe it is a Nathan K. Free LA by, that is the air horns of Texas. It's the same thing that the Dallas Cowboys have, I believe. It's just, that's what the sound's like now. I also found out that I also want to admit that I found out that the Springfield Thunderbirds, like, have this goal horn that sounds a lot. So like, like the Thunderbirds. If we look at this is something why this is a better opinion. Like it's one of their goal horns is actually something that is actually is one of those good sounding horns. In fact, people in the old Goal Horn Hub server said that Springfield is such a good and sounds so air powered, they need to send those to Little Caesars immediately, because those are pretty much, I think, the closest active air powers that give us that sound of Joe Louis again. In fact, what else is funny is that Medicine Hat, the Tiger, their DJ showed up in our server, and he said their DJ showed up in my in the server. I can't remember what his name was, or as he calls it, but let's see. So I gotta find his name again. Or DJ Orange Man. And what he said, he says about Medicine Hat is, the short answer is, about a real goal horn, he asked the owner, like, can we get a real goal horn in this arena? It would surely make the fans happy. His response here, the short answer is the owner does not want to pay for it and or negotiate with the city of Medicine, or even negotiate the city of Medicine Hat, and so on how to install it, and that's what happened. So, but it's good you got an accurate. I think it's he's the DJ, the Tigers, DJ Orange Man. He showed up in here and he said it. He said all of it. Let's see. He said a lot. Another debate that I can tell you is that the Stingrays of South Carolina, you're playing them Tuesday, you're gonna have a big debate on it because that's the affiliate of the Capitals. So, anyways, let me mute for a minute because I want to kind of give you some raw feel of the, kind of arena aspects and the aspects of how the arena kind of sounds. And they improved the crowd noise, so you'll kind of hear that a little bit.
It's a clean sheet of ice and a beautiful night for hockey. Hi, everybody. James Cebulski along with Ray Ferraro for EA Sports. It is about time to drop the puck. We are just seconds away now from puck drop. The Gladiators win possession here in the open ice. Hammers the shot, and that's off target as it hits a body.
Yeah, he looked banged up.
Scores! They're on the board early.
Yeah, there's also a lot of people not in their seats yet. Man, that was quick. Oh, man, you could feel this coming. The pressure of this forecheck, the relentless pursuit of the puck. Eventually, it's either a penalty or a goal. In this case, it's in the net, and it's on the board.
The Gladiators get a hold of the puck off the draw. They've got numbers here. Scores! Oh, what a shot on the one-timer!
The goalie's not going to catch up to that, is he? That slapper went right past him.
We're still in the early stages of this period. The Gladiators have recently taken a 2-goal lead. They'd love to build on it.
So the most accurate crowd, this is like finally a big update since 2015. So if you play Madden, there's another secret way to mod this game. There's a way to... So there's a way we mod Madden 23. So Madden 23... So we basically, for this, we run off of a system called FIFA Mod Manager. So, I have a special for... So it's called FIFA Mod Manager. And when you... So it's basically, you go into here, and it has this, like, very covert mod manager. So you look at here, there's like so many mods. So basically the way that this functions is... So it's basically you have all these modifications here, and a way that you modify this game, the Madden 22 is just all by, or 23 too, is just all by is he just, you know, basically it's just basically this. It's a simple, easy to use mod manager. And there is this whole management system. So, such as you mod it, where we can mod it like this. And what is even interesting, and unfortunately, you're never going to be able to do this, only because you never, ever, ever have the time to want to or will use Discord again. But Discord again, you know, has a whole process. I got to go into a different account from one of my old accounts for this, but you have a whole... This is the... really? I don't want to do this every time, but the thing that makes this a hard process here is it takes it's so long in a process for you that you won't do. And that is this whole comprehensive server. Okay, that's a scam. But here we have a community called Madden Modding Community. So this is why you don't know you can mod this game, because it's all hidden in a Discord. So basically we have so many updates, from Stadium Experience mods to Hashmark Field. So it's basically a very thin, where it's so thin. Major League Football, you can do anything. So rosters and draft classes. So basically, There's roster mods, which the way you do those is you go into documents, Madden 22, saves, and then just you drag and drop in these Madden roster thingies. So that's like a simple roster interface, so you can run roster mods. Let's see. Roster mods. Roster mods, FIFA Manager. Roster modifications. I'll go in game in a second because I have it in right now. And you can do these. So these things. So you have tons of things. This is the one way I can. One of the two games I can get real networks. So FIFA mod files are super easy. You can just download them, put them, drag and drop into here. Or an even alternate method is to go here, import Colts, and then give it reboots. You can set the priority based on how high. We can run draft classes. And then another game is 2K for basketball. So I can go to 2K Specialist. I might need to get this again and do some stuff with it. So you can do two because I want to do NBA Christmas. So you can do 2K Specialist. Shijona and 2K Specialist are the ones that run a bunch of these. So we can do things like reshades. And this is just like we can do 30 most realistic arena. So see, this is the comp. See what's so funny is that's 2K. This is an EA Sports game. I'm doing this EA Sports. And they don't even want to put this on PC. Why? Because their opinion is that they don't want to put NHL on PC because they don't see a good market. While tons of people say, when will NHL be on PC? They want to ignore everybody and just be the pedophiles that claim there is no market for PC. That is not true. That is so untrue. So when we load these, loading mods is simple. You just is basically just that Origin for now, and eventually it'll be EA Play. And then you basically just apply this. And such and such. Let's see, let's pick a network. So in such and such, you pick a network. Like something. Okay, let's see. I need 3.0 is the latest version. So see, that's not going to load. And I think I've got to reshade in. So okay, so it will just apply with a very simple manager, and it is an injection-based process. The only number one rule is that you have to be on PC, and that you have to get on and load up everything and you have to load everything. And you've got no choice. You just have to upload. And it's just an injector. So you can't build them into the game styles like 2K22. I'm gonna give them. So modding is so simple.
tonight. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
On third down, Mariota. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Mariota. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in.
On second down and 4, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Mariota again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And when they fake it, maybe they're not looking for a touchdown here, probably just a first down. They got a little more than they bargained for.
Exactly right, because that's all you're aiming for. Pick up the first down, get your offense back on the field.
Here's Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Man.
And they take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. As the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Mariota. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you're feeling real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity.
Who?